Fly healthy.
Tiffany is in need of a second date update this morning, and she joins us now live on line 2. Hi, Tiffany. How are you this morning?
Doing well. How are you guys doing?
Excellent. So you want to tell us how you met Mike, how that first date went? We'll go from there.
Yes. And first, I want to say thank you guys for taking my call. And I can promise you that I have not been stalking this guy or anything like that.
Oh, good. We appreciate that. We can't participate in that.
I know, because I have a friend who's done that, and she's asked you guys for a second update call, and you refused to do it because he had blocked her on social media, so I get it.
Yeah, I mean, when they say, look, don't call me anymore, second date update is more about the people who ghost.
Yeah.
But if they say to you, listen, you need to leave me alone, then we can't.
Or if you've been blocked on any of the platforms, like she's saying, that's a no.
Yeah, we can't get involved in that. That becomes stalking.
Yeah, and I know that, and I've only reached out to him twice. That's it.
Okay.
So to get into it, we met on Match, and we talked for a few weeks before we went out to dinner. I'm one of those people that I have mixed feelings about, getting to know someone before you actually go on a date, because sometimes it can feel like a waste of time if you just go on a date and realize, you don't really care for this person.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about everything already, like family, jobs, hobbies, music, a little bit of politics, and we seem to be pretty aligned on everything.
How long would you say you talked before you got together in person?
Almost 2 weeks.
Okay, that's not bad. Because I know some people, they talk for months, and sometimes they don't even get together, and that's a big source of frustration with people who meet online. A lot of women especially, we've talked about this, who say these guys, decent guys, good looking enough, they got great jobs, and they're just content to
keep talking.
Just keep talking.
I feel like if you're doing, it's been a long time since I was in the dating world, but I feel like if you're going to connect online, start a conversation, create this rapport, you gotta
plan to meet up.
You gotta bite the bullet and show up in person.
Yeah, go on a proper date.
How long do you guys think is appropriate though? After a week of talking every day?
Yeah. It's just like when you have a job interview. You do the online, the on-phone one, and everything seems to be going great, but you gotta have the in-person one so they can make sure you're not bonkers.
Right.
Or you don't smell or whatever,
Because why continue to talk?
But Tiffany took 2 weeks, which is fine too. That's being extra careful.
That's reasonable.
Yeah. And what'd you guys do?
Well, we finally sat down for dinner so we could just relax and see where the conversation went. And I felt it went excellent. It was really good. We talked about our days, both good and bad stories we had to share. And I talked about how someone stole my lunch again out the fridge and just how frustrated I was about that. Because I just don't get how people could do that. And I remember having this chocolate cake I took to work, and I was so looking forward to it, and someone stole it. So anyhow, I told him about it at the restaurant, and he ended up ordering 2 cakes for me, one to eat there and one to take home. And
that's cute. I like that.
Yeah, cute.
It was such a good sign. I thought it was very thoughtful. So we were there for about 3 hours, drinking wine and just really enjoying each other's company.
And eating a lot of cake.
And eating cake, yeah. So he walked me to my car, and I gave him a kiss, and he smiled big. And, again, that was something I took as a good sign. And I asked him to call me later. He's like, yeah, for sure. But he never did. And I reached out to him twice. I never heard back from him. So I'm just hoping you guys can help me figure this out because I don't know what to do.
He must have liked the kiss if he had a big smile on his face.
It was a huge smile.
Yeah. And then you said, would you say call me or text me or let's do this again? What did you say to him?
I told him to call me later, and he said yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
How long ago was that?
It's been a week already.
Maybe he's a 2-week kind of guy.
He's got to have a week on, week off.
Talk for 2 weeks, go on a date, and then another 2 weeks pass, and then he calls you.
Oh, gosh, I hope not. I don't want to wait 2 weeks, and we were talking every day before that.
Yeah, that would seem kind of weird that he just stops talking all of a sudden. All right. If there's anything else you think we need to know.
No, nothing. I just want to figure this out.
All right. Then we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll call Mike and see what Mike thought of Tiffany and his date with her after talking for 2 weeks. The second date update continues next with Jeff and Jenn, Cincinnati's Q102.
My house has a new glow. I
comes to windows, doors, roofing, siding, and gutters, I'm a fan of Universal Windows Direct. And right now, you can get 15% off roofing, siding, and gutters. Check out uwdsouthwestohio.com or call 513-755-1800.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
All right, Tiffany met Mike online. They only talked for a couple of weeks before they got together, and I don't mean to make it sound like 2 weeks isn't a long time, but there's so many couples out there that talk longer than that and sometimes never go on a date. But and Tiffany considers herself somewhat cautious in making sure that, you know, you're pretty aligned in terms of interest and philosophy, because you don't want to waste time going on a date with someone that you just don't have anything in common with, right?
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah. Once that was established, they went out, had dinner, which was super fun. And then the date ended in a kiss. He walked you to your car. You shared a kiss. Obviously a good kiss because he smiled. You said, call me. He said, yeah, for sure. And that was a week ago.
It was a week ago. I would really appreciate if you guys could help me figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
I thought we hit it off.
Because by all indications, it seemed like he was into you. You got that vibe.
Yes.
All right. You ready to call him?
Oh, yes, I am.
All right. Let's do it.
Hello?
Hi, Mike?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. It's Jeff and Jen, Q102. How are you?
Jeff and Jen?
Yeah. We do the morning show at Q102 Radio. And with your permission, we'd love to have you come on our show and have a conversation with us about a friend we have in common.
I'm sorry. I have no idea what this is about.
Sorry, I know it's kind of weird. So we do a feature on our show called Second Date Update, where if someone goes on a date and they have a seemingly great time with someone, but then that person never calls them again, sometimes we'll make a phone call on their behalf. And we spoke to your friend Tiffany, who you met online, and she told us about the date you two went on and said you were great, could not have been nicer. You were very thoughtful, a gentleman, nothing but nice things to say about you. And I guess a week has gone by since your date, and she hasn't heard from you. And she's beginning to wonder if she misread the situation, because she got the impression that the feelings were mutual there. Are you not that into Tiffany, or do I have the wrong phone number?
Wow. Okay. Well.
This is Mike, who went on a date with Tiffany, no?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, she seemed really cool. She's very cute. You know, I like talking to her.
Okay.
That's good.
You know, I think she might be wound a little tight.
You think she might be wound a little tight? Why do you say that?
But she got a little worked up over somebody stealing her lunch.
Oh.
I get it. You know, it sucks.
Is this for the story she told about someone stealing her lunch at work?
Yeah.
Yeah, she told us about that. And by the way, great move ordering that extra slice of chocolate cake. That was brilliant.
Oh, thank you. You know, but she was coming up the story at work and stuff like that. You know, it's terrible. It definitely sucks. But you got to roll with things like that. You know, I mean, obviously there's somebody that needs a hoagie and a cake.
Yeah.
You know, for whatever reason.
Right.
I don't know. I'm a judge. But she's ready to just slay them. Like, she's ready to kill them over that stuff. And you know, I tried to make her feel better by getting some cake to take home. And she immediately started plotting. She's talking about making marijuana butter and infusing it in the cake.
Oh, no.
You know, it was very Pinky in the Brain. You know, maybe later on in a relationship you get that stuff. It's kind of funny. But first date, it's like, red alert, you know.
Okay.
But then, you know, then she talked about laxatives.
No.
Then,
So
like,
she was going to
razor blades.
sabotage her coworkers?
Yeah.
Seriously? Come on now. Like, why would you even bring that up? The ass needed my lunch. Like, he obviously could not pack his own. You know,
No,
I spent
agreed.
time and effort into that.
But I'm just saying, like, if someone did that and they ingested a drug or something you put in there, That's criminal on your part. You could get in a lot of trouble for that.
I just feel obviously this has never happened to any of you guys, so you would not understand how infuriating and frustrating it is.
Fritz, you've had your lunch stolen.
I
before,
have.
haven't you?
I mean, yeah, and it does suck, but this is super extreme.
I was just kidding and exaggerating on that. I mean, obviously, I was just trying to make a point. Stay out of my life.
Can you hide it in the refrigerator somewhere or go to a that's what I ended up doing was I no longer used the community refrigerator. I brought my own refrigerator in for my desk and the old studio because that way people weren't stealing it.
You know it's getting real when people are bringing in their own refrigerators.
Well, you had to. It got real bad there for a hot minute.
Yeah, I mean, I could totally do that. The only thing is that would be another investment, and I don't see why we cannot just address those individuals that steal.
That's
fair. It's a big deal.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, what do you want to do here, guys? I mean, I don't know if this helps, Mike.
I'm glad she solved the mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, would you consider... Outside of that, you guys seem to connect, or look, sometimes personalities don't gel. She seemed to think you did.
I mean,
what do you think?
She was cute, but God forbid I do something that makes her upset, and she puts a laxative in.
Oh,
yeah. Come on, I didn't actually put anything in there. I didn't put razor blades or anything. All right, I just exaggerated.
I don't know. I feel uncomfortable that it keeps getting brought up.
I know.
I'm just like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Imagine how I feel.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Tiffany. I guess Mike is out.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. And, next time, don't lead a girl on. If you're not feeling it, just say so. Don't buy chocolate cake and have a big smile after I kiss you at the end of the night if you're scared.
Okay.
I'm actually a little scared now.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike.
Good talking to you. And I got to run.
Okay. Thank you, Mike. Sorry to bother you, man.
All right.
Okay. If you need a little help, second date update, send us an email. Jeff and Jenn at WKRQ.com.
All right. Coming up, your shot at $1,000. The 1K letter of the day is coming up next.
Thanks for